Hello, friend. Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. Now, today, I've got some really great questions for you to ask yourself if you are looking to making the move to Mexico and, most importantly, to Lake Chapala. So I've got 10 different questions that I'm going to share with you about asking yourself. But before I get to that, if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's fast, free, and easy to do. On the bottom right-hand corner is a little red box. Tap on it, and you're subscribed. Go ahead and leave us the thumbs up that lets other people know it's a great video to watch about being and living and retiring at Lake Chapala. So let's get into the questions here that you're going to want to ask yourself about if living here for you is really what you want to be doing. So first thing I'm going to ask you, have you done your homework? Have you done your homework about, you're looking at moving to Lake Chapala, have you done your homework? Now, I want to be, as you know, I'm always wanting to be straightforward and not, beat around the bush. So what I mean by that is this. It's really easy to go online and get information about anything. The key is to get the correct information, to get the honest information, to get the truthful information, and to be able to get it from a reliable source. Somebody who's got experience, somebody that cares about people, cares about your experience, cares about your decision, and always looking for the best thing I can do to be of help to you to make a transition possible if that's of interest to you. So getting the right information. Now, Barbara and I just crossed over now. We've been doing the channel now for about a year and a half, and we just crossed over the 300 video mark. And so one of the things that I suggest people to do is like we did, is we came and we were here for 8 days. Now, in those 8 days, we weren't really with someone who could answer all the questions that we had. Why? We didn't know what questions to ask. I mean, we came to a place we'd seen some videos on, and that was pretty much it. It wasn't like we had somebody asking us what was important to us, and they wanted to answer that or take us to where they thought we could get the information. When we came the first time, we stayed with some wonderful people that have become great friends. And we asked a lot of questions, not only there, but also from other folks that are from the area, folks that are at church. Took some mental pictures of what it looked like and what it would be like for us being here. And even though we didn't have all the correct information, we moved here anyway. But what I want to share with you is, when we were looking at coming here, I told Barbara, I am not interested in moving to Mexico. I am a flag-flying American. I really know that America stands for freedom. And I know that freedom isn't free. There are a lot of people that lost their lives for that freedom. But on the other hand, I'm also glad that there is a relationship between the U.S. and Mexico to be able to allow us to be able to get a visa and be able to come here as a temporary or as a permanent residence. And it's a great thing to be able to be around that. So these are some questions that you'll want to ask yourself. Now, the reason I'm asking or mentioning that is this. It's really important to spend time in the place that you're looking at moving to, wherever that may be. Really important. Again, I wish that we would have had somebody that could take us around and show us the ropes and, do the things that I do for folks in my relocation session, my relocation service, to really help them understand what it's like here at Lake Chapala. So we didn't have that. So I'm going to offer to you, if you're someone who's wanting to make that decision to come to Lake Chapala and check it out, I'll leave the information for you so you can actually have a bigger picture of living in Mexico is all about. Just spent the last day with an incredible couple. Really, really a nice couple. Had a great time. Went to dinner with them and with Barbara, and just great people. And I like building the relationships, the friendships. That's really what this is all about. So have you done your homework? And just be careful about where you get your information. These folks, along with others, have gone to Facebook. And as they were with me, they really realized that what they were told wasn't even correct. Some videos they saw, that the information wasn't correct. Because I showed them some things that they realized that in fact was not correct. So be careful where you get your information from. So that's an important part of this. Now there is, what type of a climate do you prefer? Do you prefer something that gets hot and muggy and being like at the ocean, being at the beach, where I hear of people all the time that moved there from here that didn't move back because it is hot, it's muggy, and that's not necessarily where they're wanting to be. So, or are you wanting to be in a climate that's a mild temperature every day, average of 68 to 72 degrees, like an eternal spring? It's like Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. Being here, because when you wake up in the morning, it's another beautiful day. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to live every day, to be able to experience this. So what type of a climate do you prefer? It's a great climate here. Do you want to live in a large city, or do you want to live in a smaller town? I will share with you that the stretch of space between Jocotepec, which is at the west end of the lake, to Chapala is 15 miles. And there's a lot of neighborhoods between those 15 miles. And one of the things that I do in the relocation service is I take you through those neighborhoods so you get a chance to see what areas it would be that you would like to move to be at. So you're looking for a larger city, you're looking for a smaller town. I will just tell you that these are small pueblos with wonderful people. Here's another one. Do you want to be near other English-speaking expats? Or do you want to immerse yourself in the Mexican culture amongst folks that don't speak any English? I've had that asked of me at different times, so that's why I'm including that. So what is it that you're looking for? If you want to be immersed in the Spanish-speaking primarily, you can go to Jocotepec, you can go to Chapala, anywhere in between. You'll run into people that don't speak English. So the beauty about being here at Lake Chapala is the fact that 1.5 million Americans live in Mexico. The largest group of expats, of Americans, live right here at Lake Chapala. So you have the chance to be around people that do speak English. But you can be towards the Jocotepec or towards the Chapala, and you're around more people that don't speak English. And so what is it that you're looking for? If you're looking for a big city, you could be looking for other places. If you're looking for something by the beach, you'd be looking at Puerto Vallarta or Cancun or Mazatlan. But if you're looking for the things I've shared with you already about Lake Chapala, then this just might be the place for you. Do you need to be near an international airport? That would be for easy access back to the States. A couple I was with today, they're looking at coming here, and we got conversation today talking about family and some of the things that people would miss. So the question was asking me, what will they miss by moving to Mexico? Here's the thing I said. How close are you to your family? And they said they're really close to their family, especially the wife, her children, close to her kids. Now the kids are all grown, but they've got kids. So she's a grandparent. And I could just tell that when I was talking about this, it really touched her. But I let her know this. We're a half an hour drive from an international airport at Guadalajara. You're in the air for about an hour and a half, and you're in the States. So you've got an airline that's going from Guadalajara that pretty much can go anywhere in the United States for you, that you can get on a plane and be wherever it may be that you need to go. I believe they said it was a 3 hour, I think they said it was a 3 hour flight, 3 or 4 hour flight from where they live in the States down to, because they're more up in the upper northern side of the States. So it's what's important to you. Do you want to be close to family? I mean, I ask, this is one of those things I ask people. We're talking about being here, and then people ask me about what do they feel that they're going to miss, or I ask them that, and some say family, and then there's those that say, you know what, my kids live down the street, I haven't seen them in a year, or they haven't seen the grandkids. So there's some that are real close knit, and there's some that aren't. So the question is how important it is to be close to an international airport to be able to get to the States or to Canada to be with those that you love. Is that something that is important to you? Because you could be here at Lake Chapala, and I mean, it's real easy to get here to the lake. What is your budget? Now, this is one of those ones that I ask a lot of people, and they realize that, okay, they've done a little bit of looking and found out that it looks like it's least expensive or less expensive to live in Mexico. Now, I know there's a local YouTuber. I don't know why. Apparently, it told a viewer or had a video that basically said, you are not going to be able to live at Lake Chapala on less than $1,700. And I just want you to know that's not the truth. That's not the truth. You can live here on less than $1,700. You know how I know that? Because we do it. Our rent is $650 a month. We don't even pay $100 for utilities. We've got a great plan for our cell phones. It's in the States. Our internet costs us $27 a month. Water's inexpensive. Electricity, I think Barbara says our last bill was like $25, and that was for 2 months. So utilities are real low here. So what's your budget? I get people asking me a lot by email if I felt it was feasible for them to be able to live here on Social Security. We talk about how much Social Security they get. Talked to one person a day whose Social Security is about $1,600. I talked to another one. He says his is just over $6,000. I'm thinking, wow, what did you do to get $6,000 as your Social Security? But that's what it is. And then there's those that make less than $2,000. Can they live here? Absolutely. There are less expensive places to live, cheaper places to live in different parts of Lake Chapala. There are places that are 1 bedroom, 1 bath. There are places that include utilities. I mean, the possibilities are here. Now, there's naysayers that says, well, you can't do that. And there aren't those kind of places here. And I just want you to know there are. There are. I had one of the gals that was she came here, she moved here from California, sold everything, came from California. And she was told online on Facebook that she'd be lucky. She wouldn't find anything for less than $1,500 to rent. I just don't know why people say stuff like that, because that's not the truth. She's in a very nice place, a brand new place, for $700. $700. It's got its own off-street parking. It's 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It's a wonderful place. Wonderful place. I was really surprised when it was shown to us from a rental agent, but for $700, wow. But those deals are here. I mean, we live in a house for $650 in a gated community, and we don't have the cobblestone. We've got the interlocking brick. So, what's your budget? and realize it. And if you want to reach out to me about this, feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. So, talking about the budget, and you can make it here on less than what you hear people talking about. Another thing, how important is it to you to have good, solid, reliable, stable internet? If that's important to you, I've had people say that you can't get that at Lake Chapala. Well, I'll let you know, we have fiber optic. There's a lot of other places around the lake that have fiber optic. We get that through Telmex, which is the largest phone company here. Fiber optic, we have 200 gigs and we only pay $27. In the States, we had 80 gigs and we paid $140. Here we get 200 and pay $27. Hello? There you go. Less expensive to be here, just with internet. But is that important to you? And if it is, there's certain places here that you will want to be living in, and there's places here you won't want to live in. And those are, again, that's something else that in the relocation program, the service that I offer, I show you where those places are at. There are some that internet is not important to them, so it doesn't matter. But is it important to you? And if it is, I can help you with that. What other activities? What activities are you active? What kind of things do you like to do? And I want you to know that I would imagine that a lot of those you can do here. So what I want to do is go through a little list with you. So, do you like riding bikes? Well, if you do, and if you want to even ride an e-bike, there is a pathway to walk on or to ride a bike on between Chapala and Hocotepec. That whole distance, you can ride 15 miles. That you're able to be on a bike and be able to go, or you can walk. So, riding a bike, walking the Malecons, very nice, soothing, relaxing. Just with this couple here today, and just being able to watch the people. I mean, it was wonderful. It was packed. I mean, there's a lot of people there, but that happens, this is on a Saturday, so there was a lot of people there. But still, it was a great, great experience. So walking the Malecons. Horseback riding. You can do that here. Lake sports. Some people like to hike. There are sailboats here. I know folks that actually ride Sea-Doos. In fact, saw Sea-Doo last night when we were at the Malecon having dinner with our church, and then saw Sea-Doo today. I saw 2 sailboats today. I've seen windsurfing, water skiing, fishing, boat riding to the island. There's 2 islands here that you can actually take a boat ride to, or just go out and take a boat ride into the lake. Pickleball. That is becoming a bigger and bigger thing in the States, and it is really taken off here. Had the good fortune of speaking with a gentleman who actually plays professionally that was here at Lake Chapala and helped set up the pickleball organization or the pickleball leadership. And there's several places that you can play. And so if you like pickleball, that's here. There's pickleball here. In fact, there's some courts. There's 6 courts. They're brand new courts. Beautiful courts to be able to do pickleball. You can visit other towns. So there's the opportunity of doing some traveling. Shopping. I mean, you can shop at the Malecon that's in Chapala. You could take about an hour drive and go to Guadalajara. And let me tell you, if you like shopping for art, you can go to Tlaquepaque. If you like shopping, there is a place in Guadalajara towards downtown. It's so large, they have over 2,500 booths. It's multi-layered. You're inside of a building, and there's multi-layers. All the center is all food, basically food court. And it is amazing the amount of stuff there that you can shop for. You can find a horse saddle there. You can find outfits for mariachi band. You can buy instruments, musical instruments there. Clothes, shoes. There's a whole lot of shoes there. all kinds of stuff, electronics, and it's big, a lot of stuff. So if activities, whatever it is that you like to do, you can do that here too. Will you be able to adapt to a foreign culture? Now, what I want to share with you is when we first got here, it was somewhat culture shock. Now, we come from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm originally from Southern California. Barbara's originally from North New Hampshire. So we met in Albuquerque. So in living here, there's things that are different. Slower pace, which we were looking for. And just the beauty, the weather every day, the friendliness of the people, the hard-working Mexican people. There's just a lot of great things here we had no idea was even available. And it's available here at Lake Chapala. So do you like colors? There's a lot of color here. A lot of color. Beautiful. Artworks, and I mean, there's just a lot of places you can go to. And there's a lot of great colors, and the Mexican people like the bright colors and all. It's beautiful. Great, friendly people, as I mentioned. Music. There are restaurants here that regularly every week have live music that you can dance to, you can sit there, you can eat to, you can converse in the background. I mean, it's really, really, it's a big thing here is the live music. It's a big thing. Great food. Great food. There are some restaurants that have recently opened up that Barbara and I have already been to. In fact, we went to one just today. That's a brand new restaurant that actually serves Mexican food like you would find in the States. That was amazing because it's the first time that I've had that kind of food since we've been here for almost 2 years. And a brand new restaurant, really great restaurant. And if you're coming from the States and we're getting together, I mean, if you want to get some good Mexican food that's here, because remember, we are far south below the line that separates Mexico and the U.S. So the influence of Mexican food is different where we're at than it is at the border. At the border, you've got more wheat and such as grown, so you got flour tortillas. Down here, it's corn that's grown, so it's corn tortillas. So it's a different type of a food. I've gotten used to it. And I'm glad there's a Domino's here. There's a Domino's here. There's a Subway here. No, we eat out, and there's other places we eat at, but it's nice to know that those are always there if we need them. And I'll probably catch some comments about that too, about Domino's and all, but the foods here are incredible, and the arts, lots of arts, and there's a lot of artists. Guadalajara is a big artist community. And that same influence comes here to Lake Chapala. So I've given you 10 things to think about. 10. And it's really a personal choice to you, what you're looking for. Just like the couple said today to me, and the gentleman I was with this last week, and the couple that I was with the week before that, I hear the same thing that comes up every time. People ought to know about you offering the service because of the value. Because if you're looking at making a big decision of moving to another country, let alone if you don't speak the language, it's really important to know where you're going to be going. And this is another country. And so what I do is I actually help acclimate you. I help show you things. I show you neighborhoods. We go to restaurants. If you're looking for health care. I mean, and that's something else I needed to cover too. I forgot I went past that one. How critical is it to you to have easy access to health care? There's some amazing places here. Hospitals, doctors, clinics that offer awesome health care. those are places. If you were to come and want to go visit those, we set that up. I'm able to take you to those places and tour those. And so I would just tell you that those 10 things you ask yourself, and I think what you'll find is that it's going to be an easier decision for you to make once you've been here at least once to check it out. So I hope this has been helpful for you. 10 things about moving to looking at retiring to Lake Chapala. So hope that's been of help. So, friend, if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community, and I know you want to be a part of it. It's fast, free, and easy to be a part. All you got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a red box. Tap on it. You're subscribed. You'll know when our next video comes out. Also, give us a thumbs up to let other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. Stop by, say hi, ask a question, leave us an idea of a video you'd like to see. Also, make sure that you hit the bell because that way you'll be immediately notified about our next video when it comes out because you don't want to miss our next video. So as always, thank you for being a support of this channel and part of this community. We appreciate you. We really do. Go out and have some day, and we'll see you on the next video.